Hello there and welcome to Let's Talk Sport and Sports Kingdom. We're bringing you build-up to Arsenal versus Newcastle United, which is on Monday Night Football. And it's one of those games that in the past, Arsenal, Newcastle, two big clubs really still in English football going at each other, where it's, well, in terms of build-up to this game, you expect Arsenal to probably comfortably win, but under that spirit under Rafael Benitez, he has created a job there at St James's Park where the fans are behind him, but the board just isn't there financially for him. Hopefully, really, that could change for Newcastle, because Conor, they're still at the bottom end of the table, but okay, I don't think they're really in the relegation battle as much anymore. I think they're okay for another season, but when they're going to Arsenal, they know that Arsenal probably need the points more if they want this Champions League dream to be alive for next season.
Yeah, Arsenal's certainly been fighting for those points as well.
They have, in all fairness.
The most recent Premier League game, of course, being against United. Winning that 2-0. And, Aubameyang and Lacazette have been firing in the season as well.
Yeah.
Both of them in double figures, Lacazette on 12, Aubameyang on 17. So, they're looking to lock down that top 4 spot. And at the moment, they're sitting in the top 4. I think they're 2 points clear of United in 5th. So they've got that advantage at the moment. And if they're able to carry that on through to the end of the season, then that will be enough for them to get over the line and to be back in the Champions League football.
And I guess as well, for Arsenal having their game 2 days after United play Watford, they might have a little bit of advantage thinking, if United drop points against Watford, then the motivation's there for them to, right, we really need to win this because, hey, we're going to open that gap.
Yeah, the actual motivation could be there for them to, regain that advantage that they may have lost if United were to win against Watford, or, they could lay back a little bit and, start thinking a bit more further afield to their Europa League games against Napoli in a few weeks' time. If United were to drop points against Watford. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Arsenal won the last 9 home league games. They haven't lost at home in the league since that opening day defeat against Manchester City, and they played plenty of teams in that time and won them or drawn them. So undefeated streak at home, it should be a really strong setting for Arsenal to get all 3 points in this one.
And for Newcastle, though, they like a bit of an upset now and again, don't they? Let's not forget that Man City win back in January or February time. Obviously, that was at St James's Park, but you just don't know in Newcastle still, do you? I mean, we do joke about them a lot here at Let's Talk Sport and anywhere else, really, because they just don't have that status anymore, do they? Of being at least a top 10 team.
No. It was not too long ago when me and Jack were talking about Newcastle, because Chelsea were going to go visit there, and the home and away splits for them have been staggering this season. I think they've had plenty of good victories and good results at home. You only have to cast your mind back to them coming back from 2-0 down against Everton to win that game by 3-2, and then you had Marco Silva run onto the pitch doing his best impression of Pochettino and all that. But when they're travelling away from home, they've only won 2 of the last 15. It hasn't been great for Newcastle.
No.
And that's one of the reasons why they're so low down in the table, despite having, a relatively strong squad. They've been comeback kings of late. Already mentioned about the Everton game, and of course they had the 2-2 draw against Bournemouth last time out. That was at Bournemouth, so if you've got any away form to go by recently, that is a good strong side, because Bournemouth have been good at home this season. Almiron seems to be settling quite nicely since his transfer in the January transfer window from
And they spent
Atlanta.
some money on him, Newcastle, in
yeah,
all fairness.
it's the highest fee player, I think it is.
Yeah. Is it funny how they did that the day after, as in Mike Ashley did that the day after they beat Man City at home, and maybe he thought, maybe I should put some money into this team.
Maybe this
after all these years.
Maybe this team isn't as bad as I thought it was, But, it's going to be a really tough game for Newcastle because of that away form. I think if this was at St James's Park, then I think it's a complete flip.
Yeah. I think there could be a draw at least. Yeah.
But I think because of the fact that it's taking place at the Emirates, I think I've got my taglines here that I put down for every game that I've been doing. And my tagline for this one is that the Gunners are going to fire the Magpies out of the sky.
Oh dear.
On Monday night.
Will it be dark?
Well, it doesn't matter. The Magpies were going to be shot out of the sky by the Gunners. Like the spotlights going under the lights.
Well, it's a good thing it'll be dark, because if there's any black smoke, you can't see it. In the sky.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory for Arsenal in this one. It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games for Newcastle, unfortunately. But I think their home form should keep them in the Premier League next season.